Okay, there we are. Look at this. How long has this been there? God knows. Yeah, quite a thing here.
The area over here, it continues on. Beautiful spot. The long stretch. This should have been a park, right? This was supposed to be developed as a park and it never was.
So, where they want to build it?
Well, according to the plan, that they'll just take all of this land behind here that is currently undeveloped. There was the house, of course, and then there's the parkland, and they're going to destroy it all and put an 88-unit multi-level townhouse development on.
So, don't we need more affordable housing?
Well, that's a very good question, you know. And
you got a good answer?
The issue of affordability is one, to me, which I'm very concerned about the affordability issue, because in fact, it isn't affordable to have a one-bedroom apartment for $1,300. That's at the base.
Last time I checked my welfare check, I had about $700 a month.
Yeah, you get $700, and you're paying 30% of your income towards subsidized housing. So you're paying about 180.
168.
Yeah, so not even 180. And the thing is that we clearly need more. When I say affordable, I mean subsidized housing units here in the province. There's 10,000 people currently on the waiting list, and we all know many people who are, we all know people who are struggling to find what would be considered affordable in my world, which would be maybe $600, $700. But $1,300, you're talking, someone's got to make at least $50,000 a year to afford a $1,300.
So what about the neighbors here?
The neighbors they're just all working people, a lot of seniors.
And they're pissed off.
Well, I would say, yeah, they're not happy about this. This is I am talking about the economic impact for how it impacts, housing as an affordability issue, because this is not affordable. However, there's the whole issue of the municipal plan with the province, which the city is not following its own municipal plan. They're not following it. That's going to be clearly spelled out in the bylaws and the legalities of it. Like, for example, it's completely incongruous with the houses around here.
So the planning committee said no? Is it
no,
done
the planning advisory, that's another issue. It's like, what's the planning advisory committee? You know what the planning advisory committee reminds me of? The Human Rights Commission.
Oh, yeah?
It's simply a pressure valve to make the citizens think that they're actually doing something.
So what's the other one that said no?
It passed through. The planning advisory committee said no, we don't accept it. It's rejected. And then it just goes right to the city council, and yippity-doo-dah. In a matter of about 20 minutes, it's passed first and second reading, and now we're like, what? What just happened? And the average citizen, doesn't really understand the mechanics of that kind of, the city council bylaws, constitutions, laws, municipal planning. I mean, I find it complicated. I am completely befuddled by the whole thing. And, I have, subject matter expertise in other areas of history and that sort of thing, but this is way out of my comfort zone.
Speaking of history, what was there? Do you know?
There used to be a home. There was a home there, and it burned down many years ago. And the land has just sat there undeveloped. And of course, the parkland behind here was established in the early 1960s. The intention was that it would become a little park, but it was never developed. And so here we are today, the city cooking up a scheme. As far as I'm concerned, I don't like the way this was done at all. I find it very sneaky. Here, the people are not involved. The city's got the developers. I should say the other way around. The developers have the city wrapped around their little fingers. The city will do anything for the developers. They work together. They're not thinking about about what the quality of life here for the ordinary citizen.
It reminds me of that where that tiny swimming pool is by the West Wannon Bridge.
Yeah.
And those two huge, like you would say, monster buildings, they had those 5 tiny homes across from it.
That's right. Yeah,
they had a nice view of the city.
Not anymore.
All you see now is 2 huge monsters.
Incongruous. It doesn't fit in to the municipal plan.
So here they could see They could see behind people's home.
Oh, they'll be peeking in people's backyards, and of course they will. And they say that oh well, we'll have to build a fence. Well, why would they have to build a fence to prevent people from peeking into the neighbors' homes if it fits into the municipal plan? It's because it doesn't fit into the municipal plan. There's a number of issues here. There's a gully that runs along. Apparently, they're going to fill it in. Well, that's all fine and dandy. Department of Environment have something to say about that? What about wildlife biologists coming here and taking a look at what's here?
It looks like it's all done. Look,
Yeah.
look, they got all the pink.
Oh, they've got the pink. Oh, look I'm telling you,
The ribbon.
all done without any consultation with the local citizens. I never got a phone call from anybody. I never got it. Only notice I got was that there was a planning advisory committee meeting, and woe be him who didn't know about it. And that arrived at the last minute. The weekend before the planning advisory committee meeting, I got a notice that it's occurring. So, no. They just get, they just got to realize you just can't walk into a neighborhood and completely change its makeup. And the people who have been living here, we're willing to work with the city in terms of the development of this area. But no, 88 units, 110 parking spots? Come on.